has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for space. It's Grant. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Ready. Tanner. Dan. On the ready. Okay, great.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. They'll run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Taylor wants to throw. Working that left side now. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Offense gets set for second down. Give to the back. And the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. Quick spin on the ride. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Here on third down for this offense. A run for the quarterback. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Across the 45. Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
Quarterback may change this route. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on second down. Floating away. That's reeled in. It's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making checks.
Direction. On the ready.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to pull his way in. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Both at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they've taken the lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Rush is on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Taylor wants to throw. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's a first down for the offense.
This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Toss to the outside. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. At the 35, he's got more. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And an empty backfield here on second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Duff. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Young. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Gregory. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Let's go. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Grant. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 40. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Taylor wants to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time on target. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Find space on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. He's got him. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Makes the catch and gets the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago.
They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running with the fullback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Sends it back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Finding open areas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Hand off to the fullback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to get the corner. Running into the open space. There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Second down coming up. And the quarterback takes a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. With these last two plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
On the double.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. A little screen to the running back. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to run it. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lewis. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
2nd down coming up.
To the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.